Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. Probably as you can see from the background, things are topsy-turvy. Couldn't find my raincoat yesterday, and we were threatened with thunderstorms all day, so I didn't really want to go up to the hospital without a raincoat. Good morning, Abigail. So I was hunting and ended up moving the coat rack, under which was the raincoat I was seeking, but I never put the coat rack back, so it's kind of covering up our belief for today, but know that it's still there. There is belief no matter what. So, welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. Good morning, Mel. Glad you're here. Welcome. Abigail, hello. Jonille, hello. Everybody's starting to roll in. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I just could not get going today. Didn't get to bed late, and then trying to get rolling this morning was not happening. So, I'm vertical now. We're all good. Keep it rolling, right? One step at a time. So, our card for today feels like a very appropriate card. Good morning, Jo Bell. Haven't seen you in a while. Glad you are here. Welcome. Yes, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thanks for all the fun little things. Oh, and Nancy's got fun little things on hers too, including a lotus. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, give me a minute. It'll drop in. I have to say, my siblings and I, our brains are just, between all of us, I'm not sure we could muster a synapse at this point. But, still getting stuff done. I showed up yesterday, drove in the driveway, and there was a silver car in the driveway, and the garage door was up, and the garden tractor was missing. And I'm like, what the hell? And, then I heard the garden tractor. So I went and looked, and there's my brother mowing the lawn. He bought himself a beater car, and I'm used to seeing a blue pickup truck, but there he was. So lawn got mowed in between the rainstorms, and yeah, we're making headway. So Dad was doing pretty well yesterday. Pretty well. Still too much fluid coming off the sac around his heart. They have a port stuck in there to drain it. But as soon as that goes down to very little, I think 50 is what they're aiming for, in a 24-hour period, then they can take the tube out. And then he can start doing things again. While the tube is in, they don't want him doing anything for fear of dislodging the tube, because that is not a good thing, apparently. Understandably so. So, yesterday was boring. We sat around picking our noses because he couldn't do much. He did his bed exercises and chair exercises, and that was about all they would allow him to do. So we watched the rain come down, and yeah. So for today, we have an Ascended Masters card, and I think you're gonna like this card. It's very fitting. Last night, after I had looked through some of my emails, trying to keep ahead of them, but not having much luck, there was some news on the national level that really pissed me off. And I thought, good morning, Barb, glad you're here. And I thought, no, being pissed off isn't useful here, is not useful. So, challenged myself to do the higher order process, which was sending love to those who were perpetrating violence against others. Sending love. It was a challenge, but a good challenge. So today's card fits right in with that. But as always, let's start with a little tapping and a little breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose a little deeper, out through the mouth. In through the nose a little bit deeper and hold at the top. Out through the mouth. And you can keep breathing deeply and easily if you wish. I gotta grab a drink here. Today's tea has turmeric in it, which is an anti-inflammatory, which I think will be really, really helpful given all of what's going on. So, Ascended Masters, our card, if you have this book, it is on, oh my God, that's little writing, page 56. Open your heart to love. Open your heart to love. And the Ascended Master is Jesus. And look at all the creatures, big and small, predator and prey. Open your heart to love. Let's take a breath on that. We want to be spreading more love around the world. We want to be infecting everybody with love energy. So here's our card. Open your heart to love. Everything you desire and every prayer that you seek comes as the result of opening your heart to both sending and receiving love. Your heart is the gateway of receptivity. And that word, receptivity. Good morning, Lisa. Welcome. That is a divine feminine word. And part of what we are doing right now is lifting up the divine feminine so that it balances the divine masculine. When we are in our right balance of divine masculine and divine feminine, life goes so much better. So much better. Your heart is the gateway of receptivity. It is the answer to every question you have about your love life, relationships, health, life purpose, and so forth. And I'm going to say it is the answer to the much bigger, higher order stuff that's going on right now. The more you allow yourself to love, the greater depth and meaning your life holds. And as we are in a period where it seems like hatred and fear are just all over the place, know that love is a very healing balm. The Beatles got it right. All you need is love, all right? So ooze that love over everybody, even the people who are miserable to you, and view them. There was a Tosha Silver story about that, being at the airport and having stepped out of line to do something. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that, Abigail. And she did something and then she asked to step back in, and the woman behind her just was rage-filled and screaming at the top of her lungs about how stupid Tosha was, blah, blah, blah. And Tosha noted her own growth there by, instead of either cowering and slinking to the back of the line or flinging it back at her, another wad of hatred, she could step back and look at this woman and go, this poor woman, she is not in a good spot. Good morning, Gwen. Glad you're here. She's not in a good spot, and sending her good energy and all the things. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. When someone is atrocious to us, do not respond in kind. Shower them with loving energy. Rise up. Be at that higher vibration. Don't slide down to their low vibration. Help lift them up to your higher vibration. Jesus and the other ascended masters will support you in this endeavor, ensuring that you're protected and safe as you open your heart to love. Additional meanings for this card. To manifest a soulmate relationship, heal any fears about giving or receiving love. And again, your soulmate doesn't have to mean the person who finishes your sentences. It can be the person who provokes in you the best, who provokes in you the higher order self that you're trying to bring forward, right? Forgive those who seem to have hurt you. Be loving with yourself. That was part of the point of yesterday's card, that sometimes we offer forgiveness, etc., to other people, but not to ourselves so much. We are so hard on ourselves. Let's offer ourselves some grace. Do energy work to open your heart chakra. Again, if you, there's a wonderful heart energy singing bowls on Insight Timer. If you haven't discovered Insight Timer yet, it is a free app for your phone that has a host of meditations, breath work, teachings. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. And there's a guy called Sonic Yogi who has singing bowl offerings for all of the chakras. And the heart chakra one, I think, is 19 minutes long. Spare yourself 19 minutes today to sit and listen to that heart chakra singing bowls activity. It is just, it's lovely. It is lovely. Okay, so then it talks about the ascended master on the card, which is Jesus. Jesus' message of love and forgiveness was profound and led to many demonstrations of miraculous healings. Jesus helps anyone who calls upon him, regardless of the person's religious or spiritual beliefs. You can be an atheist. Doesn't matter. Call upon Jesus for help with healing yourself and others, emotionally, physically, and mentally, and spiritually, Be loving to yourself. Yes, yes, yes. If that's the only piece that you take away from today, I will have done my job. Being more kind and loving toward yourself. Because as you are more kind and loving to yourself, you begin to heal more and more. And that kind, loving approach spreads to others. So, have an awesome Sunday. I'm looking forward. I get a little bit of a break here today to go see Harry Potter #3 with Diane. And yeah, I think it will be a good day. I choose to have it be a good day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are. Send love to everybody. Bye-bye.